Hi everyone. When it comes to becoming a profitable trader, one of the most important, if not the most important things is organization. Now, that's not to say that as soon as you become organized, you will instantly become profitable, as it takes a lot more than that. However, you'll rarely find a profitable trader or professional trader who is not organized. So when we talk about organization in trading, we're talking about having a trading plan, for example. We're talking about going into a week, knowing what pairs you're already looking at, knowing what fundamental announcements are coming up. But possibly most importantly, we're also talking about tracking your trades and logging your trades, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So as you can see here, I've got a small example of just a summary of what of just some trade statistics. And if I open up one of these tabs down here, you can see an example of a trade log. So the trade log will have information like what market you're trading, your position, the size of your position, stop level, target level, etc. All of the headings that you see here. And this helps you to find patterns in your trading, track your progress, see how well you're doing. So I know some people that even make graphs and charts, line graphs from this kind of information to track how they're doing over time. As you can see here, you can quickly determine your profit and loss, how often you're placing profitable trades, how often you're placing losing trades. So then if you're placing consistently losing trades, then obviously you know something's wrong. Similarly, you can see if you're consistently profiting and obviously if things are going well. So in this, I've taken time to specifically build this trading log so that when I change individual things on here, it will automatically change this summary section over here. So obviously I will change the deposit myself, and then as I'm inputting over here, obviously I've got a live and a demo, then this will also be trading. And while I'm here, this is something that I just want to point out, that if you look at this winning trades column, now this is just an example. I've just input some numbers and put some trades in here for the purposes of this. But as you can see, these winning trade percentages are below 50% on both the demo account and the live account, yet the return on the investment is still in the positive. So why is that? So that's where our risk-reward ratio comes into it, or reward to risk, as you can see over here. So on average, from the trades that you've just seen, I can see that the average reward to risk ratio is 3.16 or even 3.42 on the live account. So that means for every profitable trade, I will need to have 3 losers to wipe out that profit. So even though my win percentage may be less, I may be losing more trades than I'm actually winning, I can still be profitable in the markets. And that is just incredibly important when it comes to trading. So that's something else that your trading log can really help you with. Obviously, if you're seeing your average risk reward drop below 1, then you know something needs changing, and that's what it really helps with. It helps you to determine if everything's going well and where things might potentially be going wrong, just to really refine your skill of trading. Obviously over here at the end you can see that you've got a comment section, And not only is it important to track all of the numbers in trading and which ones profited and lost, but it's also very important to note the reason that this happened. So if a trade lost, you need to say why it lost, and because if you can't learn from those losses, then how do you expect to turn that into a profitable trade the next time round? If you can't learn from your losses, then you will keep incurring losses time and time again. Obviously, there'll be times where you've got nothing to say because the trade went exactly as you'd hoped. And similarly here, just because it made a profit doesn't necessarily mean that it went the way you expected it to. So, for example, here it says trade closed early due to bearish daily candle close. So you may have seen something that made you think the market was about to turn against you, and so close the trade in profit. So leading on from this, we now have what's known as a trading diary or a trading journal. So whereas the spreadsheet will be everything, all the numbers and all of the technical parts of the trade, our trading diary or our trading journal is more visual and gives a greater explanation. Obviously, the comments section of that trading log is just a small, brief couple of notes, just the key points, whereas your trading log will show you what market you entered and when. So obviously this will correspond to the numbers on your trading log. You'll then place a screenshot of your trade. Now this might be on the MetaTrader platform where you actually execute the trade, or like I've done here on TradingView, because you can have a nice visual position, and as you well know, TradingView is where we do our analysis, so it just makes sense to do your analysis here and give the explanation and screenshots as to why we took the trade based off these screenshots. So as you can see, price was consolidating in a range above monthly support. Moving averages crossed over on the 2-hour time frame, which showed me that price could potentially be ready to break out towards the upside, and order was placed as price spiked through resistance. So then what we want to do as the trade plays out, we want to take another screenshot of the outcome of that. As you can see, this hit the stop loss, and then we give reasons for why the trade went against us. So for example, in this trade, the problem was that we didn't wait for any kind of confirmation of the bullish breakout, and what we actually had was a downward trend. You can see it's quite small here, but if I zoom in slightly, you can see that we actually had this high around the top of the range, and although we had a bullish candlestick, we didn't really confidently break past these highs, and price was quickly whipped back down below. We did have that moving average crossover, but then, as I say, price quickly fell back below that. That was just a fake out, if you like. So it's really important here that you use the time frame that you're actually placing the trade on. If you place a trade on a 4-hour, 2-hour, even 1-hour time frame, it doesn't make sense to take a screenshot of the daily time frame, because you won't be able to see why you placed that trade. So your trading journal is all about being able to come back at a later date and assess what made you take that trade, and just so you can kind of review your trading. And you're not going to be able to do that if can't remember, or if you can't see what you did. So if this was a daily time frame, it would all be within one candle, and I wouldn't have much information at all. All I'll know that the market went against me. I won't know why it went against me or anything else. So I won't be able to learn from that trade. Whereas the information I've got here, I'll be able to say, okay, next time I'm going to wait for that confirmation. I may be looking at trend lines. As you can see, we've got a bearish Fibonacci on here, so it may be a good idea to, in future, wait and enter trades in the direction of the market. So the more information that you can get onto your trading journal, then the better. But as long as you know what's happening, and as long as it makes sense to you, as with most of trading, then that's all it really matters. As long as you can come back to it at any moment and review your trading. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and you can all go out and create your own trading journal, and hopefully it can help to make you become more profitable. So the trading the trading log, that Excel spreadsheet, as mentioned, will be available to all members on the INSIDEFX website. The trading diary you can make however you want. It'll just start with a blank Word document if you wish, but hopefully that is simple enough for you to deal with, and simple enough for you to create for yourself. If not, feel free to ask any questions, drop a comment below if you're unsure about anything, or message us on social media, send us an email if you still require help.